Most people believe speaking like a leader is about having a powerful voice or using impressive words. That belief holds them back. People do not listen because of volume or style. They listen because they feel clarity, control, and direction in what you say. They listen when your presence is steady and your message is easy to follow. There are moments when you try to speak and feel your thoughts slip away. Your voice becomes uncertain. You notice people losing attention. That feeling is frustrating. It makes you question yourself. But this is not a permanent problem. It is a skill gap, and skills can be trained. This audiobook is not about quick tricks or surface-level tips. It is a step-by-step guide to building real communication strength from the inside out. You will learn how to develop inner confidence so your voice does not shake under pressure. You will learn how to control your emotions so your words stay calm and clear even in difficult situations. You will learn how to speak in a way that people understand instantly without confusion. You will also learn how to use simple language that connects with people instead of pushing them away. You will build daily speaking habits that strengthen your voice over time. You will train yourself to listen deeply so your responses become sharper and more meaningful. You will improve your body language so your presence supports your words instead of weakening them. As you move forward, you will learn how to speak with purpose so every word has direction. You will remove fear by taking small actions every day instead of waiting for confidence to appear. You will learn how to guide conversations so they stay focused and lead to clear outcomes. This is not about becoming someone else. It is about building discipline in how you think, speak, and act. Each chapter will give you practical steps you can apply immediately. You will not need special tools or complex methods. You will need consistency and effort. If you follow this process, you will notice change. Your voice will become steadier. Your thoughts will become clearer. People will begin to pay attention when you speak, not because you demand it, but because your presence earns it. Stay with this journey from beginning to end. Apply what you learn in your daily life. Small improvements will build over time. What feels difficult now will become natural. And one day, you will speak with calm confidence, clear direction, and the kind of presence that makes people stop and listen. Chapter 1. Build strong inner confidence before you speak. You cannot speak like a leader if your inner state is weak, uncertain, or dependent on approval. The way you speak is not just about words. It is a direct reflection of how you see yourself. People are not only listening to your voice. They are reading your energy, your posture, your certainty, and your level of self-respect. Before any word leaves your mouth, your inner confidence has already spoken for you. That is why some people can say very little and still command attention, while others speak a lot and are ignored. The difference is not talent. The difference is internal strength. Inner confidence is not loud. It is not about forcing yourself to act bold. It is quiet, steady, and controlled. It comes from knowing who you are, accepting your imperfections, and still choosing to stand firm. This kind of confidence cannot be faked for long. People sense hesitation very quickly. If your mind is filled with doubt, your voice will carry that doubt. If your thoughts are scattered, your speech will be unclear. If you are seeking validation, your tone will sound uncertain. So the real work begins inside. Start by observing your internal dialogue. Pay attention to what you tell yourself before you speak. Many people have a habit of silent self-criticism. They think things like, "What if I sound stupid?" or "People will not take me seriously." These thoughts weaken your presence before you even begin. You must replace this pattern with disciplined thinking. Speak to yourself with clarity and strength. Tell yourself, "My words have value," and "I deserve to be heard." This is not empty motivation. It is mental training. The mind follows repetition. If you repeat weak thoughts, you become weak in expression. If you repeat strong thoughts, your voice becomes steady. Confidence also grows from preparation. When you know what you are talking about, your mind stays calm. You do not need to rush or over-explain. Take time each day to learn something useful. Read, observe, and think deeply. When you build knowledge, you build certainty. And certainty is the foundation of strong speech. A leader does not speak to impress. A leader speaks to express truth clearly. That requires understanding. See, another key part of inner confidence is accepting discomfort. Many people avoid speaking because they fear judgment. But avoidance only strengthens fear. You must train yourself to act despite discomfort. Start small. Speak up in simple situations. Share your opinion in a group. Ask a question when something is unclear. Each small action builds evidence in your mind that you are capable. Over time, your fear loses power. Confidence is not the absence of fear. It is the decision to move forward even when fear is present. Your body also plays a major role in building inner confidence. The way you stand, sit, and move affects how you feel. If your posture is weak, your mind will follow. Keep your back straight, your shoulders relaxed, and your head level. Breathe slowly and deeply. This sends a signal to your brain that you are in control. When your body is steady, your voice becomes steady. Practice this daily. Even when you are alone, maintain a posture that reflects strength. Your habits shape your identity. Another important step is to remove the need for constant approval. When you depend on others to feel confident, your voice becomes unstable. You start adjusting your words to please people instead of speaking with honesty. This weakens your impact. You must learn to stand by your thoughts without needing agreement. This does not mean being rude or ignoring others. It means respecting your own perspective. A leader listens, but does not lose themselves in the process. To build this mindset, practice speaking your thoughts clearly, even when they are not popular. Do it with calmness and respect. Over time, you will notice that people begin to respect you more. Not because you always agree, but because you are consistent and grounded. Consistency builds trust, and trust gives your words weight. You also need to slow down your speech. When people lack confidence, they often speak too fast. They try to fill silence quickly because silence feels uncomfortable. But silence is not your enemy. Silence gives your words space to land. Speak at a controlled pace. Pause when needed. This shows that you are not afraid of being heard. It also allows you to think clearly as you speak. Practice this by reading aloud slowly every day. Focus on clarity, not speed. Another powerful habit is to record yourself speaking. This may feel uncomfortable at first, but it is one of the fastest ways to improve. Listen to your tone, your pace, and your clarity. Do not judge yourself harshly. Observe with honesty. Identify areas to improve and work on them step by step. Improvement comes from awareness and consistent effort. Inner confidence also comes from living with discipline. When you keep your promises to yourself, your self-respect grows. If you say you will do something and you do it, your mind begins to trust you. This trust shows in your voice. But if you constantly break your own commitments, your confidence weakens. Start with small promises. Wake up on time. Complete simple tasks. Stay consistent. These actions may seem unrelated to speaking, but they build the foundation of who you are. You must also learn to manage your emotions. If you get easily triggered, your speech will become unstable. Anger, anxiety, and frustration can take control of your tone. A leader remains calm even under pressure. This does not mean suppressing emotions. It means understanding them and choosing your response. When you feel emotional, pause. Take a breath. Give yourself a moment before speaking. This prevents impulsive reactions and keeps your words controlled. Another practical step is to visualize yourself speaking with confidence. Before entering a situation where you need to speak, take a few moments to imagine yourself calm, clear, and composed. See yourself delivering your words with strength. This mental rehearsal prepares your mind and reduces anxiety. Athletes use this method to perform better. You can use it to strengthen your communication. Surround yourself with environments that challenge you to grow. If you stay in places where you are always silent, your confidence will not develop. Seek opportunities where you can practice speaking. Join discussions, participate in meetings, and engage with people. Growth requires exposure. The more you face situations that test you, the stronger you become. You also need to understand that mistakes are part of the process. You will say things incorrectly. You will feel awkward at times. This is normal. Do not let one mistake define you. Learn from it and move forward. Confidence grows when you stop attaching your worth to perfection. Focus on progress instead. Pay attention to your tone. Confidence is not only about what you say, but how you say it. Speak in a steady and calm tone. Avoid raising your voice unnecessarily. Power does not come from volume, it comes from control. When your tone is balanced, people feel comfortable listening to you. Practice speaking in a way that feels natural and grounded. Another important habit is to think before you speak. Do not rush to respond. Take a moment to organize your thoughts. This shows that you are intentional with your words. It also reduces unnecessary speech. A leader values clarity over quantity. Speak less, but say things that matter. You must also align your actions with your words. If your behavior does not match what you say, people will not trust you. Confidence is not just internal. It is built through consistency between your thoughts, words, and actions. Live in a way that supports your message. When your life reflects your words, your speech becomes more powerful. Practice gratitude as well. When you appreciate what you have and who you are, your mindset becomes more stable. This reduces insecurity and builds inner strength. Take a few moments each day to acknowledge your progress. Recognize your efforts. This builds a positive internal environment. Another effective method is to limit comparison. When you constantly compare yourself to others, your confidence decreases. Everyone has a different journey. Focus on your own growth. Measure your progress against your past, not against someone else's present. This keeps your mind clear and focused. Develop a habit of reflection. At the end of each day, think about your interactions. What went well? What could be improved? This helps you learn from experience. Growth is a result of continuous evaluation and adjustment. Inner confidence is built through daily actions. It is not a one-time achievement. You must work on it consistently. Some days will feel easier. Some days will feel challenging. Stay committed. Over time, your efforts will compound. As your inner confidence grows, you will notice changes in how people respond to you. They will listen more. They will respect your presence. Not because you changed your words, but because you changed your state. Your voice will carry certainty. Your silence will feel comfortable. Your presence will be felt. Remember that speaking like a leader is not about controlling others. It is about mastering yourself. When you have control over your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions, your communication becomes naturally strong. You do not need to force it. It becomes part of who you are. Stay patient with your progress. Do not expect instant transformation. Real growth takes time and consistent effort. Focus on small improvements each day. Build habits that support your confidence. Remove habits that weaken it. Keep your approach simple and practical. Every time you choose to speak with clarity and calmness, you strengthen your identity. Every time you face discomfort and act anyway, you build resilience. Every time you stay true to your values, you increase your self-respect. These actions may seem small, but they create a powerful foundation. You have the ability to develop strong inner confidence. It is not reserved for a few people. It is built through discipline, awareness, and consistent practice. Start where you are. Use what you have. Take one step at a time. Your voice has value. Your thoughts matter. When you train your mind, strengthen your habits, and stay committed to growth, you will naturally begin to speak like a leader. People will listen, and not because you demand attention, but because your presence earns it. Chapter 2. Control your emotions to speak with calm authority. The moment you open your mouth, your emotional state becomes visible. Even if your words are correct, your tone, pace, and expression will reveal what is happening inside you. People respond less to what you say and more to how you say it. If your emotions are unstable, your message loses strength. If your emotions are steady, your words carry authority without effort. This is why emotional control is not optional. It is the foundation of calm and powerful communication. Most people react instead of responding. They speak too quickly when they feel nervous. They raise their voice when they feel challenged. They become defensive when they feel judged. These reactions are automatic, but they are not permanent. You can train yourself to pause, observe, and choose your response. This is where real strength begins. Start by building awareness. You need to notice what triggers your emotional shifts. It could be criticism, pressure, disagreement, or uncertainty. Pay attention to the physical signals in your body. Your heart rate may increase. Your breathing may become shallow. Your muscles may tighten. These signals are early warnings. If you catch them early, you can regain control before your emotions take over your speech. One of the most effective tools you can use is controlled breathing. When you feel your emotions rising, slow your breathing down. Inhale deeply through your nose and exhale slowly through your mouth. Do this for a few seconds before you speak. This simple action calms your nervous system and clears your mind. When your breathing is steady, your voice becomes steady. Practice this daily so it becomes natural during difficult moments. You also need to create space between feeling and speaking. Many people speak the moment they feel something. This leads to rushed and unclear communication. Instead, train yourself to pause. Even a short pause gives you time to think. It allows you to choose your words instead of reacting blindly. Silence is not weakness, it is control. When you pause, people see that you are thoughtful and composed. Another important habit is to separate your identity from your emotions. Feeling nervous does not mean you are weak. Feeling angry does not mean you have lost control. Emotions are temporary signals. They are not your identity. When you understand this, you stop letting emotions define your behavior. You can feel something and still choose how you act. This creates stability in your communication. You must also learn to manage your tone. When emotions rise, your tone often becomes sharp or shaky. This reduces the impact of your message. Focus on keeping your tone even and grounded. Speak at a moderate pace. Avoid sudden changes in volume. A calm tone shows that you are in control of yourself. People trust calm voices. They listen more carefully when they feel stability. Another practical step is to simplify your message when emotions are high. When your mind is overwhelmed, complex sentences become difficult to manage. Use clear and direct language. Say what needs to be said without adding unnecessary words. This keeps your communication effective even under pressure. It is also important to develop emotional discipline outside of speaking situations. Your daily habits affect your ability to stay calm. If your life is disorganized, your mind will be restless. If your sleep is poor, your patience will be low. Take care of your basic routines. Eat properly. Rest enough. Stay physically active. These simple actions strengthen your emotional stability. You should also practice speaking in controlled environments. Take time each day to speak out loud when you are alone. Choose a topic and explain it clearly. Focus on keeping your tone calm and your pace steady. This builds muscle memory. When you face real situations, your training will support you. Another powerful method is to reframe how you see pressure. Instead of seeing it as a threat, I see it as a test of your discipline. Pressure reveals your level of control. When you change your perspective, you reduce fear. You begin to approach situations with focus instead of anxiety. This shift allows you to remain calm even when others are not. You also need to accept that not everyone will agree with you. Disagreement often triggers emotional reactions. People feel the need to defend themselves or prove others wrong. This creates tension in communication. Instead, stay focused on clarity. Listen to the other person without interrupting. Respond with respect. You do not need to win every argument. You need to maintain your composure. Another key point is to reduce emotional attachment to outcomes. When you are too focused on how others will react, your emotions become unstable. You may feel anxious about being accepted or rejected. This affects your speech. Focus on delivering your message clearly. Let go of the need to control the outcome. This creates freedom in your communication. Practice maintaining eye contact while staying relaxed. Avoid staring aggressively. Keep your gaze steady and natural. This shows confidence without tension. When your eyes are calm, your presence feels grounded. This supports your verbal communication. You must also learn to recover quickly when you lose control. There will be moments when your emotions take over. Do not dwell on them. Acknowledge the mistake, adjust your behavior, and move forward. Growth comes from correction, not perfection. Another useful habit is to prepare mentally before important conversations. Think about what you want to say. Now consider possible reactions. Plan how you will respond calmly. This preparation reduces uncertainty and helps you stay composed. You should also limit distractions when speaking. Focus fully on the conversation. Do not let your mind wander. When you are present, your responses become more accurate. This reduces emotional confusion. It is important to speak with intention. Do not speak just to fill silence. Speak when you have something meaningful to say. This reduces unnecessary emotional expression. It also makes your words more valuable. You must train yourself to stay calm even when others are not. People may raise their voice or become emotional. Do not mirror their behavior. Stay steady. Your calmness will influence the situation. It will also show strength. Another step is to build patience. Emotional control requires time. You will not master it immediately. Practice daily. Be consistent. Over time, your reactions will become more controlled. You should also develop a habit of reflection. After each conversation, think about how you handled your emotions. Identify areas to improve. This helps you grow continuously. Focus on clarity over emotion. Your goal is to communicate effectively, not to express every feeling. Choose your words carefully. Keep your message aligned with your purpose. You must also understand that calm authority is not about suppressing emotion. It is about directing it. You can feel strongly about something and still speak with control. This balance creates powerful communication. As you continue to practice these habits, your emotional stability will improve. You will notice that you speak with more clarity. Your tone will remain steady. Your presence will feel stronger. People will respond differently. They will listen more carefully. They will trust your words. This transformation does not happen overnight. It requires discipline and awareness. But every step you take builds your control. Every moment you choose to stay calm strengthens your authority. When you master your emotions, you remove one of the biggest obstacles to effective communication. You no longer speak from impulse. You speak from intention. This is what makes your voice powerful. Stay committed to this process. Keep your focus on improvement. Train your mind, your body, and your habits. Over time, calm authority will become natural to you. Your words will carry weight because they are supported by control. You are not trying to become perfect. You are training yourself to become stable. Stability creates confidence. Confidence creates clarity, and clarity makes people listen. Control your emotions, and you control your communication. Control your communication, and you shape how people respond to you. This is the path to speaking with calm authority. Chapter 3. Speak clearly so people understand you instantly. Clear speech is a skill that separates those who are heard from those who are ignored. It is not about using complex language or trying to sound impressive. It is about making your message easy to understand the moment it is spoken. When people struggle to follow your words, they lose interest quickly. When your message is simple and direct, people stay engaged and respond with attention. Speaking clearly is an act of respect toward your listener. It shows that you value their time and focus. Many people believe they are not understood because others are not listening. In reality, the problem often lies in how the message is delivered. If your thoughts are disorganized, your speech will be confusing. If your sentences are too long, your message will lose direction. If your words are vague, people will interpret them differently. Clarity begins in the mind before it appears in your voice. Start by organizing your thoughts before you speak. Do not rush into talking without knowing your main point. Take a moment to ask yourself what you want the other person to understand. Focus on one clear idea. When your intention is sharp, your words become precise. This prevents unnecessary talking and keeps your communication focused. Another important step is to break your message into small parts. Instead of delivering everything at once, present your ideas step by step. This makes it easier for others to follow. When you speak in a structured way, people can process your words without effort. This builds trust in your communication. You also need to choose your words carefully. Avoid using complicated terms when simple words can express the same idea. Clarity is not about sounding intelligent. It is about being understood without confusion. Use everyday language that people can relate to. This creates a connection and makes your message more effective. Your pace plays a major role in how clearly you are understood. If you speak too fast, your words blend together and lose meaning. If you speak too slowly, you may lose attention. Find a steady rhythm that allows each word to be heard. Give your sentences space to breathe. This helps your listener absorb what you are saying. Pronunciation is another key factor. Speak each word fully instead of cutting them short. Open your mouth properly and articulate your words with care. This may feel unnatural at first, but it becomes easier with practice. Clear pronunciation reduces misunderstandings and makes your speech more professional. Practice speaking out loud every day. Choose a topic and explain it in simple terms. Record yourself and listen carefully. Notice where your speech becomes unclear. Pay attention to your pace, your tone, and your word choice. Improvement comes from consistent practice and honest observation. You should also focus on reducing filler words. Words like and break the flow of your speech. They signal uncertainty and distract the listener. Replace these habits with brief pauses. Silence is more powerful than unnecessary sounds. A pause gives you time to think and keeps your speech clean. Another important habit is to check for understanding. After explaining something, observe the reaction of the listener. If they seem confused, clarify your point. Ask simple questions to confirm that your message was received correctly. This shows that you care about effective communication, not just speaking. You must also learn to simplify complex ideas. When you understand something deeply, you can explain it simply. Do not try to impress others with complicated explanations. Focus on making the idea accessible. Break it down into clear steps. 1. Use examples that relate to everyday situations. This helps people connect with your message. Your tone should match your message. If your tone is flat or inconsistent, your words may lose impact. Speak with energy that reflects what you are saying. Keep your tone steady and natural. Avoid exaggeration. Authenticity makes your speech more believable. It is also important to remove distractions from your speech. Stay focused on your main point. Avoid going off topic or adding unnecessary details. Each sentence should support your message. This keeps your communication strong and effective. Listening plays a role in speaking clearly. When you listen carefully, you understand how others communicate. You learn what works and what does not. This helps you adjust your own style. Good communication is a balance between speaking and listening. Another useful technique is to think in short sentences. Long sentences can become difficult to follow. Short sentences are easier to understand and remember. They also help you maintain control over your message. Practice forming your thoughts in clear and direct statements. You should also be mindful of your body language. Your facial expressions and gestures support your words. When your body language is aligned with your speech, your message becomes clearer. Keep your movements natural and controlled. Avoid excessive gestures that may distract from your words. Reading regularly can improve your clarity. When you read, you expose yourself to well-structured language. This helps you develop a better sense of how to express ideas. Take time to read aloud. This strengthens your pronunciation and confidence. Another important step is to remove the fear of making mistakes. Fear can cause you to hesitate or overthink your words. This affects clarity. Accept that mistakes are part of learning. Focus on improving your communication rather than avoiding errors. You must also practice patience. Clear speech requires time to develop. Do not expect immediate results. Work on your habits daily. Each improvement adds to your overall ability. Focus on delivering value with your words. Speak with the intention to help, inform, or guide. When your purpose is clear, your message becomes stronger. Avoid speaking just to fill space. Speak when you have something meaningful to say. You should also adapt your communication to your audience. Consider who you are speaking to. Adjust your language and examples to match their level of understanding. This makes your message more relevant and easier to follow. Another helpful practice is to summarize your message. After explaining something, restate your main point in a simple way. This reinforces understanding and ensures that your message is clear. You must also develop confidence in your voice. When you believe in what you are saying, your speech becomes more natural. Confidence supports clarity. It allows you to speak without hesitation. Practice speaking in different situations. Engage in conversations, discussions, and presentations. Each experience helps you improve. Exposure builds skill. You should also limit multitasking when speaking. Focus fully on the conversation. This allows you to think clearly and respond accurately. Another important habit is to stay present. Do not let your mind wander. Pay attention to the moment. This keeps your speech focused and effective. Clarity in speech reflects clarity in thought. When your mind is organized, your words follow naturally. Work on simplifying your thinking. Remove unnecessary complexity. Focus on what truly matters. Over time, you will notice a change in how people respond to you. They will understand you faster. They will engage more with your ideas. They will trust your communication. This transformation comes from consistent effort. Each time you choose clarity over complexity, you strengthen your ability. Each time you speak with intention, you improve your impact. Your voice is a tool. When used with clarity, it becomes powerful. It allows you to share ideas, influence others, and create understanding. Stay committed to this process. Keep practicing. Keep refining your speech. Focus on simplicity, structure, and purpose. When you speak clearly, you remove confusion. When you remove confusion, you create connection. And when you create connection, people listen. This is how you develop the ability to speak in a way that is understood instantly. It is not about perfection. It is about clarity, consistency, and discipline. Chapter 4. Use simple words to make your message powerful. Powerful communication is not built on complex language. It is built on clarity, simplicity, and intention. Many people believe that using advanced words makes them sound intelligent or authoritative, but in reality, it often creates distance between the speaker and the listener. When your words are difficult to understand, your message loses strength. People stop focusing, and your impact fades. True power in speech comes from making your message easy to grasp the moment it is heard. Simple words carry weight because they reach people without effort. They do not require extra thinking. They do not confuse or distract. They move directly from your mind to the listener's understanding. When you speak in a way that feels natural and direct, people connect with you faster. They trust your message because it feels real and honest. To begin developing this skill, you must first change your mindset about communication. Stop trying to sound impressive. Focus on being understood. Your goal is not to show how much you know. Your goal is to make others clearly see what you mean. This shift in thinking will immediately change how you choose your words. Start by simplifying your thoughts before you speak. If your idea is complicated in your mind, it will become complicated in your speech. Take a moment to break your idea down into its core message. Ask yourself what is truly important. Remove anything that does not serve that purpose. When your thinking becomes simple, your words follow naturally. Another important step is to replace complex vocabulary with everyday language. Instead of searching for advanced terms, choose words that people use in daily conversations. This does not reduce your credibility. It increases your effectiveness. People are more likely to listen when they feel comfortable with your language. You should also practice explaining ideas as if you are speaking to someone with no prior knowledge. This forces you to remove unnecessary complexity. It trains you to focus on the essentials. When you can explain something simply, it shows that you truly understand it. Pay attention to how you structure your sentences. Short and direct sentences are easier to follow. Long and complicated sentences often lead to confusion. Keep your statements clear and focused. Each sentence should carry one idea. This makes your message stronger and easier to remember. Another key habit is to eliminate unnecessary words. Many people add extra phrases that do not add value. This weakens the message and makes it harder to follow. Speak with intention. Every word should serve a purpose. If a word does not add meaning, remove it. Your tone also plays a role in making your message powerful. Speak with calm confidence. Avoid sounding uncertain or overly dramatic. When your tone is steady, your simple words gain strength. People listen more closely when they feel clarity and control in your voice. Practice speaking in simple terms every day. Choose a topic and explain it using basic language. Challenge yourself to make it as clear as possible. Over time, this becomes a natural habit. You will begin to think and speak with simplicity without effort. Another useful method is to observe strong communicators. Notice how they express their ideas. They do not rely on complicated language. They use clear and direct words. Learn from their approach and apply it to your own communication. You must also be aware of your audience. Different people understand things in different ways. Adjust your language to match their level of understanding. This does not mean changing your message. It means presenting it in a way that is accessible. You avoid using technical terms unless they are necessary. If you must use them, explain them clearly. Do not assume that everyone understands the same language as you. Clear communication requires awareness of the listener. Another important step is to slow down your thinking. When you rush, you tend to use more words than needed. Take your time to form your thoughts. This helps you choose the right words and keep your message simple. You should also focus on being direct. Avoid going around your point. Say what needs to be said without unnecessary buildup. Direct communication shows confidence and respect for the listener's time. Practice removing filler phrases that weaken your message. Words that do not add meaning can make your speech feel uncertain. Replace them with clear statements. This strengthens your presence and makes your communication more effective. Another powerful habit is to use examples that are easy to understand. Real-life situations help people connect with your message. They make your words more relatable and easier to remember. You must also learn to trust simple language. Many people feel that simple words are not enough. This belief creates unnecessary complexity. In reality, simple words are often the most powerful. They reach a wider audience and create stronger connections. Focus on clarity over style. Your message should always come first. Style is secondary. When your message is clear, your communication becomes impactful. Another step is to practice writing your thoughts in simple language. Writing helps you organize your ideas. It trains your mind to remove complexity. Over time, this improves your speaking as well. You should also be mindful of how people respond to your words. If they seem confused, adjust your language. If they understand quickly, continue with that approach. Feedback helps you improve. Avoid trying to speak perfectly. Perfection can lead to overthinking. Focus on being clear and honest. This makes your communication more natural. Another important habit is to repeat your main point in a simple way. This reinforces your message and ensures understanding. Repetition, when used correctly, strengthens clarity. You must also stay present during conversations. Pay attention to how your words are being received. This allows you to adjust in real time. Practice patience with yourself. Developing this skill takes time. Do not rush the process. Consistent effort leads to improvement. Your goal is to make your message easy to follow. When people understand you without effort, they are more likely to listen and respond. Simple words do not reduce your power. They increase it. They remove barriers and create connection. They allow your message to reach people directly. As you continue to practice, you will notice a change in how people react to you. They will understand you faster. They will engage more with your ideas. Your words will carry more weight. This is the result of clarity and simplicity working together. When you remove unnecessary complexity, your message becomes stronger. Stay committed to using simple language. Make it a daily habit. Refine your words. Focus on clarity. When you speak with simplicity, you make your message powerful. You create understanding. You build trust. And you develop the ability to communicate like a leader. This is how you turn words into impact. Chapter 5. Practice daily speaking habits to improve your voice. Your voice is not fixed. It is trained, shaped, and strengthened through daily use. Many people think their voice is something they are born with, something that cannot be changed. That belief limits growth. The truth is simple. Your voice improves when you work on it with discipline. It becomes stronger when you use it with intention. It becomes clear when you practice regularly. If you neglect it, it weakens. If you train it, it becomes a powerful tool. A strong voice is not about being loud. It is about being steady, controlled, and clear. It carries confidence without force. It holds attention without strain. This kind of voice is built through small daily habits that seem simple but create lasting change over time. Start by using your voice every day with purpose. Do not wait for important situations to speak. Practice in your normal routine. Speak when you are alone. Read something out loud. Explain your thoughts as if you are teaching someone. This builds familiarity with your own voice. It removes hesitation and makes speaking feel natural. Focus on your breathing. Your voice depends on your breath. If your breathing is shallow, your voice will sound weak and unstable. Practice deep breathing each day. Inhale slowly and allow your lungs to fill fully. Exhale with control. This strengthens your vocal support and gives your words a steady flow. When your breath is controlled, your voice follows. Another important habit is to warm up your voice. Just like the body needs movement before activity, your voice needs preparation. Start with simple sounds. Speak slowly and clearly. Move your mouth fully when you talk. This improves your articulation and makes your speech more precise. A warmed-up voice responds better and reduces strain. Pay attention to your posture while speaking. Your body position affects your voice. Stand or sit upright. Keep your chest open. Relax your shoulders. This allows your breath to move freely and supports a stronger sound. Poor posture restricts your breathing and weakens your voice. Practice speaking at a steady volume. Avoid speaking too softly or too loudly. Find a balanced level that feels comfortable and controlled. Your voice should reach the listener without effort. Consistency in volume builds confidence and clarity. Another useful habit is to slow down your speech during practice. When you slow down, you become more aware of how you sound. You notice your pronunciation, your tone, and your rhythm. This awareness helps you improve. Speed can be adjusted later, but control must come first. Record your voice regularly. This may feel uncomfortable at the beginning, but it is one of the most effective ways to improve. Listen carefully to how you sound. Notice areas where your voice lacks clarity or strength. Do not judge yourself. Observe and adjust. Improvement comes from honest feedback. You should also practice varying your tone. A flat voice can make even strong ideas feel weak. Learn to change your tone naturally based on what you are saying. This keeps your speech engaging. It also shows that you are connected to your message. Read aloud every day. Choose material that challenges you slightly. Focus on clarity and expression. This builds control over your voice. It also improves your ability to communicate ideas effectively. Another important step is to remove tension from your body. Tension affects your voice. It can make you sound tight or strained. Pay attention to your jaw, neck, and shoulders. Keep them relaxed while speaking. A relaxed body produces a smoother and more natural sound. Hydration plays a role as well. Drink enough water throughout the day. A hydrated voice is clearer and easier to control. Dryness can cause strain and reduce vocal quality. You must also practice speaking with intention. Do not speak without purpose. Even during practice, focus on delivering your words clearly. And this builds discipline and strengthens your communication. Engage in conversations whenever possible. Real interactions help you apply what you practice. They expose you to different situations and challenges. Each conversation is an opportunity to improve. Another useful habit is to repeat difficult words or phrases. If you struggle with certain sounds, practice them until they become easy. This builds confidence and removes hesitation. You should also pay attention to your listening. When you listen carefully, you learn how others speak. You notice what works and what does not. This helps you refine your own voice. Practice speaking in different environments. Speak in quiet places and in slightly noisy settings. This helps you adapt your voice to different conditions. It builds flexibility and control. Another important habit is to stay consistent. Improvement does not come from occasional effort. It comes from daily practice. Even a few minutes each day can create significant change over time. You must also be patient with your progress. Your voice will not change overnight. It develops gradually. Stay committed to your habits. Trust the process. Focus on quality over quantity. It is better to practice with attention and intention than to speak without focus. Each practice session should have a clear goal. You should also challenge yourself. Step out of your comfort zone. Speak in situations that feel slightly difficult. This builds strength and confidence. Another effective method is to visualize your voice improving. Imagine yourself speaking clearly and confidently. This mental practice supports your physical effort. You must also learn to recover quickly from mistakes. If you stumble while speaking, continue without hesitation. Do not let small errors affect your flow. Confidence grows when you keep moving forward. Practice maintaining a steady rhythm. Your speech should flow naturally, without sudden stops or rushes. A steady rhythm makes your voice easier to follow. You should also avoid overthinking while speaking. Trust your practice. Let your words flow naturally. Overthinking can create tension and disrupt your voice. Another important habit is to speak with energy. Not forced energy, but natural presence. When you are engaged with what you are saying, your voice reflects it. This makes your speech more impactful. You must also take care of your overall health. Your physical condition affects your voice. Rest well. Stay active. A healthy body supports a strong voice. As you continue to practice these habits, you will notice gradual improvement. Your voice will become clearer. Your tone will become more controlled. Your confidence will grow. People will begin to respond differently to you. They will listen more carefully. They will engage more with your words. This is not because you changed who you are, but because you developed how you express yourself. Your voice is a tool that can be strengthened through daily effort. It reflects your discipline and your commitment to growth. Stay consistent. Stay focused. Practice every day with intention. Over time, your voice will become a natural expression of strength and clarity. It will carry your message with confidence. It will support your presence. This is how you build a voice that people listen to, not through shortcuts, but through steady and disciplined practice. Chapter 6. Listen deeply so your words carry more impact. Most people believe that strong communication is built on speaking well, but the deeper truth is that powerful speech is shaped by how well you listen. When you listen with full attention, your words become precise, relevant, and meaningful. When you fail to listen, your words miss the mark, no matter how confident you sound. Listening is not passive. It is an active discipline that sharpens your understanding and strengthens your presence. When someone speaks, they are not only sharing words, they are revealing thoughts, emotions, concerns, and intentions. If you only hear the surface, you miss the deeper message. Deep listening requires focus. It requires patience. It requires the ability to quiet your own thoughts so you can fully receive what is being said. Start by removing the habit of preparing your response while the other person is still speaking. This is one of the most common mistakes. When your mind is busy forming a reply, you are not truly listening. You are only waiting for your turn to speak. This leads to weak responses that do not connect with the conversation. Train yourself to stay present. Let the speaker finish completely before you begin to think about your reply. Pay attention to the details in their words. Notice the tone, the pace, and the emphasis. These elements carry meaning beyond the words themselves. A slight change in tone can reveal uncertainty or confidence. A pause can indicate hesitation or reflection. When you observe these signals, you gain a deeper understanding of the message. You must also listen without judgment. If you quickly label what the other person is saying as right or wrong, your mind closes. This limits your ability to understand. Keep your mind open. Allow the speaker to express their thoughts fully. This creates space for better communication. Another important step is to maintain eye contact and a calm posture. Your body language shows whether you are truly listening. When you are present, your attention is visible. This encourages the other person to speak more openly. It also builds trust. You should also avoid interrupting. Interruptions break the flow of communication and show a lack of patience. Even if you think you understand the point, let the speaker finish. This shows respect and allows you to gather complete information. Practice asking clear and thoughtful questions. Questions show that you are engaged and interested. They also help clarify any confusion. When you ask questions, focus on understanding rather than challenging. This keeps the conversation productive. Another key habit is to reflect back what you have heard. This does not mean repeating everything, but summarizing the main idea in your own words. This confirms your understanding and shows that you are paying attention. It also gives the speaker a chance to correct any misunderstanding. You must also manage your internal distractions. Your mind will try to wander. Thoughts about your own concerns or judgments may arise. Bring your focus back to the conversation. This requires discipline. Each time you notice your attention drifting, return it to the speaker. Listening deeply also means being comfortable with silence. Silence gives space for thought. It allows the speaker to continue without pressure. Do not rush to fill every gap with words. Let the conversation breathe. You should also observe what is not being said. Sometimes people hold back certain thoughts. Their body language and tone can reveal this. When you notice these signals, you can respond with sensitivity. This creates a deeper connection. Another important step is to remove the need to always respond with advice. Not every conversation requires a solution. Sometimes people need to be heard. When you listen without trying to fix everything, your presence becomes more valuable. Practice listening in your daily interactions. Whether it is a simple conversation or a serious discussion, and treat each moment as an opportunity to improve. Over time, your ability to listen will become stronger. You must also understand that listening builds influence. When people feel heard, they are more open to your words. They trust your perspective. This makes your communication more effective. Another useful habit is to slow down your responses. Take a moment after the other person finishes speaking. This pause allows you to process the information fully. It also shows that you are thoughtful in your communication. You should also avoid making assumptions. Do not assume you know what the other person means before they finish. Let them express their full thought. This prevents misunderstanding. Listening requires humility. You must accept that you do not know everything. This mindset keeps you open to learning. It also makes your communication more grounded. Another important aspect is emotional awareness. Notice how the speaker feels. Are they calm, frustrated, or uncertain? Understanding their emotional state helps you respond appropriately. You must also practice patience. Some people take longer to express their thoughts. Give them time. Do not rush them. Patience strengthens your ability to listen deeply. Another step is to focus on the message rather than the delivery. Sometimes people may not express themselves clearly. Look beyond the words and try to understand the intention. You should also limit distractions from your environment. Put aside devices and other interruptions. Give your full attention to the conversation. This shows respect and improves your understanding. Listening deeply also improves your ability to speak with impact. When you understand the context, your words become more relevant. You can address the real issue instead of speaking generally. Another habit is to stay calm during difficult conversations. If the situation becomes tense, maintain your composure. This allows you to listen clearly and respond effectively. You must also be willing to adjust your perspective. Listening may reveal information that challenges your views. Be open to this. Growth comes from understanding different perspectives. Practice listening without the need to dominate the conversation. Balance your speaking and listening. This creates a healthy exchange of ideas. Another important step is to give feedback when appropriate. Let the speaker know that you understand their point. This builds connection and trust. You should also reflect on your listening habits at the end of each day. Think about how well you listened in your interactions. Identify areas to improve. This continuous reflection supports growth. Listening deeply is not a one-time effort. It is a daily practice. Each conversation is an opportunity to improve your skill. As you develop this habit, you will notice a change in your communication. Your responses will become more precise. Your words will carry more meaning. People will feel understood when they speak to you. This creates a strong presence. People are drawn to those who listen well. They value conversations where they feel heard. Your ability to listen shapes the quality of your speech. When you understand deeply, you speak with clarity and purpose. Stay committed to this practice. Train your attention. Build your patience. Strengthen your awareness. Over time, listening will become natural. Your words will carry more impact because they are grounded in understanding. This is how you transform your communication, not by speaking more, but by listening better. Chapter 7. Maintain strong body language while you speak. Your body speaks before your voice does. Long before people process your words, they read your posture, your movement, and your presence. This silent communication shapes how your message is received. You can say the right words, but if your body shows hesitation or discomfort, your message loses strength. When your body language is steady and intentional, your words gain weight without effort. Strong body language is not about acting or pretending. It is about alignment between your inner state and your physical expression. When your body is controlled, your mind becomes focused. When your posture is stable, your voice follows with clarity. This connection between body and speech cannot be ignored. Start with your posture. Stand or sit upright with balance. Keep your spine straight and your shoulders relaxed. Avoid slouching or leaning in a way that shows uncertainty. Your posture should feel natural, not forced. When your body is aligned, your breathing improves. This supports a stronger and more controlled voice. Your head position matters as well. Keep your head level and steady. Avoid looking down too often, as it can signal doubt. At the same time, do not raise your chin too high, as it may appear unnatural. Aim for a neutral position that reflects calm confidence. Your eyes play a powerful role in communication. Maintain steady eye contact without staring aggressively. Let your gaze move naturally between people when speaking in a group. Eye contact shows presence. It signals that you are engaged and aware. When your eyes are focused, your message feels more direct. Your hands should support your words, not distract from them. Use gestures that are simple and controlled. Avoid excessive movement that takes attention away from your message. At the same time, avoid keeping your hands completely still if it feels unnatural. Find a balance that matches your speaking style. Your facial expression should reflect your message. Keep it relaxed and attentive. Avoid showing tension or discomfort. A calm expression makes your communication more approachable. It also helps others feel at ease. When movement should be purposeful. Do not shift your weight constantly or move without reason. Unnecessary movement can signal nervousness. When you move, let it be intentional. A step forward can emphasize a point. A slight shift can help you stay comfortable. Keep your movements controlled and meaningful. Your breathing connects your body and your voice. When your breathing is uneven, your body language becomes unstable. Practice breathing slowly and deeply. This keeps your body relaxed and your movements steady. It also supports your vocal control. Another important habit is to become aware of your physical tension. Tension often builds in the shoulders, neck, and jaw. This affects both your body language and your voice. Take time each day to relax these areas. Gentle stretching and mindful breathing can help release tension. You must also practice standing still with confidence. Many people feel the need to move constantly because stillness feels uncomfortable. Learn to remain steady. Stillness shows control. It allows your words to take focus without distraction. Your presence in space matters. Do not shrink yourself or take up too little space. At the same time, avoid overextending your movements. Stand in a way that feels balanced and grounded. This creates a sense of stability. Practice speaking in front of a mirror. Observe your posture, your gestures, and your expressions. This helps you become aware of habits that may weaken your communication. Adjust them gradually. Improvement comes from consistent observation and correction. Recording yourself on video can also be helpful. Watching yourself speak allows you to see how others perceive you. Notice your movements and your posture. Identify areas to improve. This builds awareness and control. You should also practice maintaining strong body language in everyday situations. When you walk, stand, or sit, carry yourself with intention. These daily habits shape your overall presence. Over time, they become natural. Another important step is to match your body language with your message. If your words express certainty, your posture should reflect it. If your message is calm, your movements should be controlled. Alignment between your words and your body creates consistency. You must also learn to manage nervous energy. When you feel anxious, your body may react with restless movements. Instead of trying to suppress this energy, direct it. Use controlled gestures. Focus on your breathing. This keeps your body steady. Your entrance into a space sets the tone for your communication. Walk in with a steady pace. Keep your posture upright. Let your presence be calm and composed. First impressions are formed quickly, and your body language plays a major role. Another useful habit is to pause your movement when making an important point. This draws attention to your words. It creates emphasis without raising your voice. You should also be mindful of your distance from others. Stand at a comfortable distance that allows clear communication. Too close can feel intrusive. Too far can create disconnection. Find a balance that supports interaction. Your hands should remain visible when possible. Hidden hands can create a sense of uncertainty. Visible hands show openness and honesty. Keep your gestures natural and controlled. Now practice grounding yourself before speaking. Feel your feet connected to the ground. This creates stability in your body. It reduces unnecessary movement and supports a calm presence. Another important step is to avoid copying others blindly. Develop your own style of body language. What matters is that it feels natural and aligned with your personality. Authenticity creates stronger connections. You must also stay aware of your habits. Small actions, like touching your face or adjusting your clothing repeatedly, can distract from your message. Notice these habits and work on reducing them. Your body language should support your words, not compete with them. Keep your movements simple and purposeful. This allows your message to remain the focus. Practice speaking in different environments. Stand, sit, and move in various settings. This helps you adapt your body language to different situations. Flexibility strengthens your communication. You should also observe others. Notice how strong communicators use their body language. Learn from their control and presence. Apply what fits your style. Another important habit is to remain composed during challenging moments. If the situation becomes tense, keep your posture steady. Do not let your body show panic or frustration. Calm body language helps maintain control. You must also build endurance. Holding strong posture and controlled movement requires practice. Over time, it becomes easier. Stay consistent with your efforts. Your body language is a reflection of your discipline. It shows how well you manage yourself. When you control your body, you support your voice. As you continue to practice, you will notice a change in how people respond to you. They will pay more attention. They will take your words more seriously. Your presence will feel stronger. This transformation comes from small daily habits. Each adjustment builds your ability. Each practice session strengthens your control. Your goal is not perfection, it is consistency. Keep your posture steady. Keep your movements intentional. Stay aware of your presence. When your body language is strong, your words gain power. You communicate with clarity and confidence. People respond because they feel your control. This is how you develop a presence that supports your speech, not through force, but through discipline and awareness. Chapter 8. Speak with purpose to guide people with clarity. Words without purpose create noise. Words with purpose create direction. When you speak without knowing why you are speaking, your message becomes scattered and weak. People may hear you, but they will not follow you. A leader does not speak to fill silence. A leader speaks to guide, to bring focus, and to move others toward understanding or action. Purpose gives your speech structure. It removes confusion. It sharpens your message. Before you speak, you must know your intention. Ask yourself what result you want from your words. Do you want to inform, to correct, to encourage, or to guide a decision? This clarity shapes everything that follows. Without it, your speech becomes random. With it, your communication becomes focused and effective. Start by forming a clear objective in your mind. Keep it simple. Focus on one main outcome. When you try to achieve too many things at once, your message loses strength. A single clear purpose allows your words to stay aligned. It also makes it easier for others to follow your thinking. Another important step is to organize your message around that purpose. Think about what needs to be said first, what supports your point, and what should come last. This creates a natural flow. When your speech has direction, people can follow it without effort. They do not feel lost or overwhelmed. You must also remove anything that does not serve your purpose. Extra details, unnecessary explanations, and unrelated points weaken your message. Speak with discipline. Keep only what supports your objective. This makes your words more powerful and easier to understand. Clarity comes from simplicity and focus. When your purpose is clear, you do not need to over-explain. You can speak directly. This saves time and keeps attention. People respect communication that is clear and efficient. Another key habit is to guide your listeners step by step. Do not assume they understand your thought process. Lead them through your reasoning in a way that is easy to follow. Each sentence should build on the previous one. This creates a sense of direction. You must also be aware of how your message affects others. Speaking with purpose means considering the impact of your words. Choose language that is respectful and constructive. Avoid creating confusion or unnecessary tension. Your goal is to guide, not to dominate. Your tone should reflect your intention. If your purpose is to guide, your tone should be calm and steady. Avoid sounding aggressive or uncertain. A balanced tone makes your message easier to accept. It shows that you are in control. Another important step is to check for understanding as you speak. Observe how people respond. If they seem confused, adjust your explanation. This ensures that your purpose is being achieved. Communication is not complete until it is understood. You must also learn to stay focused during conversations. It is easy to drift away from your main point, especially when discussions become complex. Bring your attention back to your purpose. This keeps your communication clear and effective. Practice speaking with intention in your daily life. Even in simple conversations, think about why you are speaking. This builds the habit of purposeful communication. Over time, it becomes natural. Another useful method is to prepare before important conversations. Think about your objective and how you will express it. This reduces uncertainty and helps you stay focused. You should also be willing to adjust your approach. If your message is not being understood, change how you present it. Flexibility helps you achieve your purpose more effectively. Avoid speaking just to prove a point. Focus on guiding the conversation toward clarity. This creates a more productive interaction. People are more likely to listen when they feel guided rather than challenged. Another important habit is to use clear transitions between ideas. This helps your listener follow your message. It creates a smooth flow and reduces confusion. You must also stay calm under pressure. When situations become tense, your purpose can become unclear. Maintain your focus. Keep your message aligned with your objective. This shows strength and control. Your body language should support your purpose. Keep your posture steady and your movements controlled. This reinforces your message and adds to your presence. Another key step is to listen carefully before responding. Understanding the situation helps you choose the right words. This ensures that your message is relevant and effective. You should also avoid overloading your listener with information. Too much detail can distract from your purpose. Keep your message concise and focused. Practice summarizing your main point. This reinforces your purpose and ensures clarity. It helps your listener remember what matters most. You must also be consistent in your communication. Do not change your message unnecessarily. Consistency builds trust and makes your purpose clear. Another important habit is to speak with confidence in your objective. When you believe in your purpose, your words carry more weight. This confidence is felt by others. You should also reflect on your conversations. Think about whether you achieved your purpose. Identify areas to improve. This helps you grow. Avoid distractions while speaking. Stay fully present. This allows you to focus on your message and your listener. Another step is to use examples that support your purpose. Examples make your message easier to understand and more relatable. You must also be patient. Not everyone will understand immediately. Give them time. Adjust your approach if needed. Your goal is to guide, not to control. Speak in a way that helps others see clearly. This creates understanding and cooperation. As you continue to practice, and you will notice that your communication becomes more effective. Your words will have direction. People will respond more positively. They will follow your message because it is clear and purposeful. This change comes from discipline and awareness. Each time you speak with intention, you strengthen your ability. Each conversation becomes an opportunity to improve. Your words have the power to guide. When you use them with purpose, you create clarity. When you create clarity, you build trust. Stay committed to this approach. Keep your focus on your objective. Remove unnecessary distractions. Speak with intention. Over time, your communication will reflect your discipline. Your words will carry direction. Your presence will feel stronger. This is how you develop the ability to guide others with clarity, not through force, but through purposeful speech. Chapter 9. Remove fear by taking small speaking actions daily. Fear of speaking does not disappear through thinking. It fades through action. Many people wait until they feel confident before they speak, but that moment rarely comes on its own. Confidence is built through repeated effort, not through waiting. If you avoid speaking, fear grows stronger. If you take small actions every day, fear loses its hold over you. The mind reacts to unfamiliar situations with hesitation. It tries to protect you from discomfort. Speaking in front of others, or even expressing your thoughts, can feel risky at first. Your heart may beat faster. Your thoughts may become scattered. This is not a sign of weakness. It is a natural response. What matters is how you respond to that feeling. Start with small steps. Do not force yourself into large situations immediately. Begin in environments where the pressure is low. Speak more in daily conversations. Share your opinion when asked. Ask a simple question. These small actions create movement. Each time you act, your mind gathers evidence that you are capable. Consistency is more important than intensity. One small action every day is more powerful than one large effort once in a while. Build a routine where speaking becomes part of your daily life. It should feel normal, not exceptional. This repetition reduces fear because the situation becomes familiar. Another important step is to lower your expectations. Do not aim for perfect speech. Aim for participation. When you focus too much on performing well, you create pressure. This pressure increases fear. Instead, focus on showing up and speaking, then even if your words are not perfect. Progress comes from action, not perfection. You must also change how you interpret discomfort. Feeling nervous does not mean you should stop. It means you are stepping outside your comfort zone. This is where growth happens. Accept the discomfort as part of the process. Do not resist it. Move forward with it. Set clear and simple goals for your speaking practice. For example, decide to speak once in a meeting or start one conversation each day. Keep these goals realistic. Achieving small goals builds confidence. It creates a sense of progress that motivates you to continue. Another useful habit is to prepare small topics to talk about. Think of simple ideas you can share during conversations. This reduces hesitation because you already have something to say. Preparation gives you a starting point. You should also practice speaking out loud when you are alone. This builds familiarity with your voice. It reduces the feeling of uncertainty when you speak in front of others. The more you hear yourself speak, the more comfortable you become. Another step is to celebrate small wins. When you take action, acknowledge it. Recognize your effort, not just the outcome. This reinforces positive behavior and encourages consistency. You must also limit negative self-talk. Thoughts like, "I will fail," or "I am not good at speaking," increase fear. Replace them with practical focus. Think about the action you need to take, not the outcome you fear. This keeps your mind grounded. Practice staying present during conversations. Fear often comes from thinking about what might go wrong. Bring your attention back to the moment. Focus on the person you are speaking to. This reduces overthinking. Another important habit is to accept mistakes. You will make errors. You may forget words or feel awkward. This is part of learning. Do not let these moments stop you. Learn from them and continue. Each mistake is a step forward. You should also expose yourself to slightly challenging situations. Gradually increase the level of difficulty. Move from small conversations to group discussions. This builds resilience. Each step prepares you for the next. Another effective method is to observe your progress over time. Keep track of your actions. Notice how your comfort level improves. This creates a sense of achievement and keeps you motivated. You must also develop patience. Removing fear is a gradual process. Do not expect immediate results. Stay consistent with your actions. Trust that each step is building your confidence. Practice maintaining a calm mindset before speaking. Take a moment to breathe and focus. This helps you approach the situation with clarity. Another important step is to reduce the importance you place on others' opinions. Fear often comes from worrying about how others will judge you. Focus on your growth instead. Your goal is to improve, not to impress. You should also remind yourself that most people are not focused on your mistakes. They are focused on themselves. This reduces unnecessary pressure. Another habit is to start conversations with simple statements. You do not need to say something complex. Begin with something basic and build from there. This makes speaking feel more manageable. You must also stay committed to your routine. And even on days when you feel less confident, take a small action. Consistency builds strength over time. Practice speaking in different settings. This helps you adapt and become more flexible. It also reduces fear because you become familiar with various situations. Another important step is to focus on your message rather than yourself. When you shift your attention to what you are saying, fear decreases. Your focus moves from self-judgment to communication. You should also use positive reinforcement. Remind yourself of your progress. Recognize how far you have come. This builds confidence. Another effective approach is to visualize yourself taking action. Imagine yourself speaking calmly and clearly. This prepares your mind and reduces hesitation. You must also learn to recover quickly from moments of discomfort. See, if you feel nervous while speaking, continue anyway. Do not stop. Movement reduces fear. Practice being patient with your growth. Each day you take action, you are building a stronger version of yourself. This process requires time and effort. Another important habit is to stay disciplined. Do not rely on motivation alone. Build a routine that supports your practice. Discipline ensures consistency. You should also focus on gradual improvement. Each small action adds to your progress. Over time, these actions create significant change. Another step is to challenge your comfort zone regularly. Growth happens when you push your limits slightly. Do not stay in the same level for too long. You must also maintain a balanced mindset. Do not judge yourself harshly. Be firm but fair. This supports long-term progress. As you continue to take small speaking actions daily, you will notice a shift. Situations that once felt difficult will become easier. Your confidence will grow. Your fear will decrease. People will begin to respond differently. They will listen more. They will engage with you. This change comes from your consistent effort. Fear loses its power when you face it regularly. Each action weakens it. Each step builds your strength. Stay committed to this process. Keep taking small actions. Keep moving forward. Over time, speaking will no longer feel like a challenge. It will become a natural part of who you are. Your confidence will be built on real experience. This is how you remove fear, not by avoiding it, but by facing it with daily action. Chapter 10. Lead conversations with confidence and strong direction. A conversation without direction drifts. It moves from one idea to another without purpose, leaving confusion behind. When no one takes responsibility for guiding it, time is wasted and clarity is lost. Leading a conversation means bringing focus, structure, and intention into the exchange. It is not about controlling others. It is about creating a path that helps everyone move toward understanding or a clear outcome. Confidence in leading conversations begins with mental clarity. If your thoughts are scattered, your words will follow the same pattern. Before you speak, know what you want from the interaction. It could be solving a problem, making a decision, or sharing a clear idea. This intention becomes your anchor. It keeps you from drifting into unnecessary discussion. When you begin a conversation, set the tone early. Speak with calm and direct language. State your point or question clearly. This gives others a reference point. It shows that you are not speaking randomly. You are guiding with purpose. People respond better when they know the direction from the start. Another important step is to maintain focus throughout the discussion. Conversations often move away from the main topic. When this happens, gently bring the attention back. You do not need to interrupt harshly. A simple and clear statement can redirect the flow. This keeps the conversation productive. You must also learn to manage the pace. If the discussion becomes too fast, important points may be missed. If it becomes too slow, attention may drop. Adjust the pace by summarizing key ideas and moving forward when needed. This creates balance. As you lead, and give others space to contribute. Leadership in conversation does not mean speaking the most. It means guiding the exchange while allowing others to share their thoughts. Encourage input. Ask clear questions. Listen to the responses. This creates a sense of involvement. Another key habit is to recognize when clarity is needed. If confusion appears, pause and restate the main point. Break it down into simple terms. This ensures that everyone understands before moving forward. Clarity prevents unnecessary disagreement. You must also stay composed during disagreements. Different opinions are natural. Do not let them disrupt the direction of the conversation. Acknowledge the perspective, then guide the discussion back to the objective. This shows control and maturity. Use your voice with intention. Speak in a steady tone. Avoid raising your voice to gain attention. Authority comes from control, not force. When your voice is calm, people listen more carefully. Another important step is to ask questions that guide thinking. Instead of asking vague questions, ask ones that lead toward a solution or deeper understanding. This keeps the conversation moving in a useful direction. You should also summarize progress during the conversation. This helps everyone stay aligned. It reminds people of what has been discussed and what remains. Summaries create structure. Avoid allowing side topics to take over. When unrelated ideas appear, acknowledge them briefly and return to the main point. This prevents the conversation from losing focus. You must also be aware of group dynamics. Some people may speak more, while others remain quiet. As a leader, balance the participation. Invite quieter individuals to share their thoughts. This creates a more complete discussion. Another useful habit is to close conversations with clarity. Do not leave things uncertain. Summarize the outcome. Confirm any decisions or next steps. This ensures that the conversation leads to action. You should also maintain confidence even when you do not have all the answers. Leadership is not about knowing everything. It is about guiding the process. If you are unsure, admit it and suggest a way to find the answer. This builds trust. Another important step is to stay present. Do not let your mind drift. Pay attention to what is being said. This allows you to guide effectively. You must also avoid over-explaining. Keep your points clear and direct. Too many words can weaken your message. Speak with precision. Practice leading conversations in your daily life. Start with small interactions. Take initiative in discussions. This builds experience and confidence. Another effective method is to prepare for important conversations. Think about your objective and possible outcomes. This reduces uncertainty and helps you stay focused. You should also be mindful of your timing. Choose the right moment to speak. Interrupting at the wrong time can disrupt the flow. Wait for a natural pause. Another key habit is to remain flexible. While you guide the conversation, be open to new ideas. Adjust your direction if needed. This keeps the discussion relevant. You must also handle resistance calmly. If someone disagrees strongly, do not react emotionally. Stay focused on the objective. Guide the conversation back to productive ground. Another important step is to use clear transitions between topics. This helps maintain structure. It prevents confusion and keeps the flow smooth. You should also observe how others respond to your guidance. If they seem engaged, continue. If they appear confused, adjust your approach. Feedback helps you improve. Another useful habit is to avoid dominating the conversation. Leadership is not about control, it is about direction. Give others space while maintaining focus. You must also stay disciplined in your communication. Do not drift into unnecessary details. Keep your message aligned with your objective. Practice ending conversations with confidence. Do not leave things open without reason. Provide a clear conclusion. This shows control and responsibility. Another important step is to maintain a calm mindset. Where stress can disrupt your ability to guide, stay composed. This helps you think clearly. You should also develop the ability to handle multiple viewpoints, listen to different opinions, and bring them together. This creates unity in the discussion. Another key habit is to speak with certainty when needed. Avoid sounding unsure when making a clear point. Confidence supports direction. You must also build trust through consistency. When people see that you guide conversations effectively, they will rely on your leadership. As you continue to practice, you will notice that conversations become more structured. Your words will carry direction. People will follow your lead naturally. This change comes from discipline and awareness. Each conversation becomes an opportunity to improve your ability. Your goal is to create clarity and movement. When you lead with purpose, conversations become productive. They lead to understanding and action. Stay committed to this process. Keep refining your approach. Focus on clarity, structure, and presence. Over time, leading conversations will become natural. Your confidence will grow. Your ability to guide will strengthen. This is how you develop the skill to lead conversations with confidence and strong direction. Not by force, but by consistent and focused practice.